Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and we are on day 17 of 31 celebrating National Cybersecurity Month. And for those of you that are watching live right now, thank you so much, first of all. And I'm sure the question that you're asking is, why are you doing a live video on a Saturday at 11:40 at night? Who cares about cybersecurity on a Saturday at 11:40 p.m. going into Sunday? And that's cyber criminals, because what is happening right now? Where is your IT guy? Your IT guy, your IT company, they're sleeping, right? They don't care about your network right now. They don't care about your company right now. They're partying somewhere in South Beach. They're out with their family. So while your IT company or your IT guy is partying or having a good time or just sleeping, who is watching your network? And you guessed it, cyber criminals are watching your network, because this is actually the best time for them to do their work, because they know that no one is watching your network. No one is watching your computers. It's the best time, right? So this is why it is so important that you have protection, so that when there is something called an anomaly is when there is a change in your network. There's something that is not normal happens. So as you know, everything that I wanted to give you as I'm going live for these 31 days is information that you can take back to your office and apply immediately. So I'm going to get right to it. As far as, let me give you an example of how having these type of services will help you know if there's an attack happening on your network. So let's just say it's a Sunday at 3:30, and the CEO of the company or another person in the company logs into the computer. But for the last 5 or 6 months, they've never done that. Or actually, they've never done that before. And all of a sudden, someone is logging into one of the computer systems at 3:30 in the morning. Well, that's an anomaly. What system do you have to detect that? To let you know, or to let someone know, to ring someone's cell phone, to send them an email to say, hey, the manager all of a sudden logged into their computer at 3:30 in the morning, and this is the first time ever. You really need to look into it, because there could be an anomaly in the system. And that's the importance of having detection, so that when something like that happens, it actually lets you know. Let me give you another example. Let's just say there's a computer that has never been connected to the network, and all of a sudden it connects to the Wi-Fi. All of a sudden it connects to your network, and it's never connected before. Well, that's an anomaly, and you should know about it, and your IT company should know about it, because there is most likely a cyber criminal that has somehow infiltrated your network, and now they're putting in either a virtual computer, a physical computer, or they're doing something fishy that your IT department needs to know about. So another example is, you have maybe people that remotes into your company's network via a VPN, via remote desktop or some other way. And all of a sudden an IP address, which, think of an IP address as a house address. And all of a sudden a house address or an IP address from Russia, from China, from Iran is trying to connect into your router. How do you know this? What is telling you this? And this is again another anomaly of when you should know when something is happening on your network. Or let's just say, for example, your network typically has a amount, let's just say, I don't know, 30 gigs of data that transfers throughout your network per day. But all of a sudden, it's 70 gigs of data. All of a sudden, it's a terabyte of data. That is an anomaly. That means that there is some information that is being leaked from your company's hard drive into a server, into a flash drive, or whatever. And this is what you need to be aware of. You need to be sure that there is not maybe an employee that's taking a flash drive and putting it into that flash drive, or maybe there is a breach where the bad guy has broken into your network and now he's copying all your data. So it is important to be able to have a system in place where it can detect anomalies. And there's so many ways you do this that can be done. There's different softwares that can do it. There's different services that can do it. There's routers that have that type of detection. There's antivirus, not your typical antivirus, but your advanced antivirus that has it. There's artificial intelligence, AI, that can do it. So there's many different ways. As I always say, cybersecurity is a layer of different security products. It can't just be one. So you want to be sure that when your IT company is having their well-deserved rest time, or your IT person is having their well-deserved rest time and being with their family, you want to be sure that someone is watching the network, or at least there's some type of detection system, because let's face it, us small businesses, we can't afford to have someone literally watching our systems 24/7. There are services like that, but those are very expensive. So you need some type of monitoring system, so that way in the event that there is an anomaly on your network, you're going to get notified. So that way you can now try to nip it in the bud and try to stop it, rather than finding out 2-3 months later that all this time someone has had access to your network and they cause so many problems. So I will see you tomorrow for day 18 of celebrating Cybersecurity Month. Most likely it won't be at 11:40 at night. It's going to be more in a better time. But this example just shows you that you never know when the cyber criminals are going to get into your systems. And most likely they're going to get into your systems when everybody else is sleeping, because it's easier, because nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention. And actually there's a statistic that most ransomware attacks are found on Monday morning. And the reason it's on Monday morning is because the bad guys have been working all weekend in getting into the systems and creating havoc. And on Monday morning, when everybody comes in, that's when that's when now it's a bad situation. So go ahead and make sure that you have your anomaly detection. In the description, I also put some other acronyms in there for you to look up, and for us to be able to help you with that if you like. Take care.